Where we are in Virginia is about 30 miles to the north and the east of the site of Manassas. The Second Battle of Bull Run took place in late August, early September 1862. Stonewall Jackson was heading north with the Army of Northern Virginia. He was going to cut off George McClellan, who was deliberating about whether to go south, and Jackson, who had routed the Union force in the first Battle of Bull Run, came up and met them under John Pope, and he fought them to a draw the first day, heavy losses on both sides, and then James Longstreet brought up the rest of the Army of Northern Virginia and drove the Union back to Washington. It was a big victory for the South. It was hard on the morale of the Union troops. The generals argued about who was to blame, and then it was followed by the Battle of Antietam in western Maryland, September 17th, the deadliest single day of fighting in American history. Walt Whitman's brother George was in the Union Army in a company from Brooklyn, and he wrote to his mother, September 1862, "We arrived here about 4 o'clock this morning after marching 14 miles during the night and found the fight going on, our side having the best of it. After resting a short time, we were ordered into a piece of woods where the enemy were strongly posted, and our brigade threw off our knapsacks and formed a line of battle in a ravine in the rear of the battery, as the enemy had broken through our left and were trying to flank us and cut off our artillery. We went in on a double quick and with a yell, and our brigade ran slap into the rebels before we knew where we were, as it was getting quite dark, and they poured a volley into us before we could form in line of battle. Our men broke a little at the first volley, but we soon rallied them, and then began about as sharp a fight as I ever wished to see. As soon as the action commenced, I took a rifle from one of our men who had been shot, and we soon drove the rebels, but they rallied and came on again, but we were ready for them this time, and they gave way again and fell back. We stayed there and waited for them till about 9 o'clock, but they had enough and did not make another attempt. Our regiment left the field, the last regiment engaged in the terrible fight of Saturday, and the last to leave the field. We fell back as far as Centerville, where we lay Sunday and Sunday night, and on Monday the enemy made another attempt, and our regiment was ordered into a cypress swamp where the trees were so thick we could hardly walk, and rain was falling in torrents, completely soaking us. We only found a few of the enemy skirmishers who we drove out, but the regiments who went in on the left of us, among which was the Massachusetts 21st, was completely cut to pieces. Our regiment has lost in killed and wounded and missing 92 men, of which our company lost 15. The 14th of Brooklyn have lost very heavy. Among them killed are Captains Davy and Mallory. Joe Drummond is wounded in the leg. I saw Joe a short time before he was hit, and after he was wounded, he was carried through the lines of our regiment. It was very discouraging to us as we lay on the hill to see hundreds of men leave their regiments without being hurt at all, and some 200 or 300 wounded were either carried or walked through our ranks going to the rear. I think we was completely out-generaled. The most of our men was good enough, but I think that they was badly handled. We shall probably encamp here for a few days to recruit up a little. Mother, do not feel the least uneasiness about me, as I never was hardier or ruggeder in my life. Everything now is quiet, and it is quite a relief to be out of the sound of cannon after hearing it almost daily and sometimes nightly for 2 or 3 weeks. We have enough to eat and plenty of good, cool spring water. We have been provided with shelter tents, which are very good on account of the heavy dews we have here, and for a shade, but as the 2 ends are open, they are not much use in a storm. When we move, we tie it on our backs, so we always have our houses with us and can make ourselves at home wherever we stop. We're tenting tonight on the old campground. Give us a song to cheer our weary hearts, a song of home and friends we love so dear. Many are the hearts that are weary tonight, wishing for the war to cease. Many are the hearts that are looking for the right to see the dawn of peace. Tenting tonight, tenting on the old campground. We've been tenting tonight on the old campground, thinking of days gone by, of the loved ones at home that gave us the hand and the tear that said goodbye. Many are the hearts that are weary tonight, wishing for the war to cease. Many are the hearts that are looking for the right to see the dawn of peace. Tenting tonight, tenting on the old campground. We're tired of war on the old campground. Many are dead and gone. Of the brave and true who've left their homes, others been wounded long. Many are the hearts that are weary tonight, wishing for the war to cease. Many are the hearts that are looking for the right to see the dawn of peace. Tenting tonight, tenting on the old campground. Tenting tonight, tenting on the old campground. The U.S. Navy Band, Columbia, the Gem of the Ocean. Captain Brian Walden conducted.